Good morning, people. Alex here. I did just start a stream, but I think my mic wasn't working, so I'm just restarting it. Checking the levels again. We've got audio from this. We have. Great. And we've got audio from Ableton. Yes, we have. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. So I started and had given this track Hypnotise a listen through. I'll do that again for you guys. Just doing my usual thing of gonna listen through to it, make some notes, have a session, do the notes, bounce it out, job's done. So I'll just mute myself while I do that. How's my mic? Test one, test one, test one, test one, test one. Yeah, okay. Test one. Enjoy. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I've written a load of notes on that because I listened to it on the failed stream, the one where I didn't have my mic on. Is my mic loud enough now? Test one, test one, test one. Okay. Right. Open that session up. I haven't got very long to work on this morning, but that's fine because it's a good demonstration of like not having much time. So okay, what we've got. So I think the track's too long. I think around the middle section it kind of nothing really develops too much. It's just kind of the same idea repeated. And I thought that when I listened back to it previously, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I thought it probably doesn't need half this stuff. I think you could reduce it by a quarter or so, a third, and make the kind of the point of interest, the new point of interest, when that new amen pattern comes in about 4.5 minutes in or something like that. So I'm going to kind of just randomly pick a chunk and delete it. That's how I deal with something like that. You know, I've got all these previous versions with the longer arrangement. So I quite like it when I'm really clear about doing something like that, because I just think, oh, that's, you know, you can get rid of vast swathes of the track then, and it will still. It's just great when you're clear on something like that, rather than like second guessing yourself. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'll have to listen to it a few more times, and see. So going to do that. Call and response between different amens. Crisp amen first rather than other. Now that happens in that that happens towards the end here. I'm in the session now. That happens about here, where that new amen pattern comes in here on channel 2. Yeah, and there's a kind of call and response thing happening between the original amen and this one, and I am going to probably switch it round so that the crisp amen stays first. I think that would be. We'll try that. The 16th rhythm and intro, it's a think hi-hat thing, and I'm kind of, I think I've done that a lot recently, and I just want to try a different thing. I probably don't need to do that, but you know, if I don't get round to that point, that's not going to bother me. Bongos happen too often. Bongos happen too often. A freeze into drop. So perhaps like, you know, like some really long reverb, something like that. Could try something like that. I don't know if I'll get time to do that this morning. I rarely review old notes as well. In fact, I never do that. I write new notes every time, because I often can't remember what I meant by this cryptic note, and also my opinion changes every time I hear the music, so I kind of just don't worry about hanging on to them. And then they happen quite a lot in the second drop. It's this bossa nova pattern, and they're good as like little embellishments, but it feels like maybe they happen too much around here. We'll see what happens when we get rid of that, of some of the music. Something to bring into first drop, bass a la terrorist. So I think maybe that could work, couldn't it? Feels a bit like the drop just kind of abruptly happens. I don't really like. I like, you know, there's no build up of energy, or there's no kind of there's not enough tension. I think I could create some more tension. And I think I might do that by just cutting to the bass. You know, that could be quite cool. We'll see. It's something to try. The intro more sparse, yet it feels like there's kind of things happening. I could do some like fades or some automation maybe on this like vocal pad that comes in, you know, bit of bass line, repeat around M pattern. Yeah, well, I kind of did that here, didn't I? What have I got? I've got this kind of Look at this pound. All right, so yeah, I kind of feel like I could be onto something with that bass here towards the end. So, like, we got the drop here. Like, sometimes if I'm not sure what bit I want to get rid of, I like to kind of mark the sections up and just do it by view. So we've got the like first drop here, okay, and then we have like another kind of, we've got this kind of breakdown section. So I've got this like 8-bar break, another drop, and then the kind of switch up, so this kind of first section, how long does this go on for? 16, 32, 48, 64 bars, you know, so it's quite long. No, so okay, so what I've done here, right? We've got this section that's going on for like 48 bars, yeah, an 8-bar break, and then we could have this section going on for like 32. Just, I'm literally just doing this arbitrarily, like so. You know, you could have 32, and we could kind of go. We could hit this this next section here. We could hit the switch here, because looking at what's happening, there's nothing particularly amazing that I haven't already introduced. So I might just try that, and that takes us down below 5 minutes. So that would be the kind of thing. I wouldn't listen back to that now, because I don't think I need to hear that now. And even if I did, I don't think it would make it. I'd start messing around. I'd start tweaking things. I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know if that was right or wrong at this point. So that's why I bounced this out. And I'll do that at the end of the session. Too long. Okay, so tried that. I'm crossing that off my list. There we go. Got that. Nice. You know, I could bounce the session at this point, I think, because that's quite a big bit, a big thing. Right, and then this, just saving. Okay, and now I'm going to do this like call and response thing here. Yeah, I'm just going to use the same pattern, the same amen, and probably not even dig too much into it. So that this bit happens like here. like this. Yeah, and then we pull this out here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I made some new. This is why it always helps if you can be quite organised with your music, because like in my live set I've done a lot of I've made some cool amen patterns over the last few days, like really cool ones. I'm just going to pull those in. So it was these. You can just pull the MIDI in here. Okay. Turn the follow actions off on that. We've got. I'll go on with that. I don't think that was what I'd made. I made more than that. Maybe I didn't save. I did save it. Fine. Just put all of them in. So where's the one with the little double I made? Yes, that's the bell. Okay, now he can go. Oh, I've got what to do then. So, like sometimes I just insert dummy MIDI here. Kind of just like that pattern actually. It was happening already, but. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah. So sick. Yeah, I do like this pattern I've already got. else we got? No, I think I just like the pattern as it is. Sick, I like that. Call and response, I'll cross that off my list. 16th rhythm and intro, really right. Time. I'm gonna try that bass thing now because I feel that could work for this track. Like so. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. I just want to hear the bass thing. That is kind of what I want to hear. Where's the thank you? Okay, cool. All right, I think I'm going to call it a day there. So I've only done those kind of few changes there, but I feel that they're pretty big changes. And I might have a good way to get into that first drop. I know it's been done before, but if it helps me finish the tune and it works, then I will do it. I don't care. You know, I've said to students before, like, not every track has to be like, you don't have to, especially if you're a DJ, you can just build up all this stuff for playing yourself. You know, you don't have to. Not every track has to be a big deal that you release and is this big thing. It can just be something that you have. You've said to yourself that you've finished and you're gonna move on and you're gonna move on to different things. I mean, releasing helps because you definitely draw a line under it, and it's kind of means that it's out of your life and everything like that. But also, I don't really know where I was going with that point, but yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, from stealing things from other people. You know, sometimes I'll blatantly steal steal an idea from a track, and I mean the thing is, it's not because of the Ray Keith tune. It's that as a musical device that works anyway, and you could argue that kind of musical device of it just goes to one sound is used all over the place. Just because it's a bass line doesn't mean it's any different. I can think of loads of other tunes that do that actually. Can I actually think of it? Well, I mean, particularly if you look to like minimal house or something like that, or like minimal techno, they do that all the time. You know, it just like kind of go down to one sound before maybe just a kick drum comes in or something like that. And that's the same. That's the same thing that's happening in that Ray Keith tune. You know, in Terrorist. So what's wrong with me using it here? Just because I guess because it's a similar sound. You know. So I guess my point is like, if you feel like you're stealing something, to other people they probably won't even notice, and don't judge the track before it's kind of done and out the door, because you may well end up changing things up. I might listen back to that and be like, yeah, it's kind of, either it'll be like that really works and I'm just going to do it, and and it might just end up going in my archive as a piece of music or whatever. Or I'll hit like either I listen back and think definitely that works. I'm just moving forward, or I think I'm not sure, or I think of something different. The not sure is the worst bit, because I'm like, well, what am I going to do then if I'm not sure? But if I know something different, or if I definitely know it does, like it works, that's easy. It's kind of binary. It's the middle bit that's tricky. Right. Okay, thanks. I don't think nobody was on this one. Is it because I did it as unlisted? Shit. I hate my life. Okay, well, I'll just post it afterwards and you can all enjoy me just chatting away. All right.